Warning! This podcast contains Chris Wood. What's up, everyone, and welcome to the As Seen on TV podcast for Supergirl, Season 2, Episode 3, Welcome to Earth. I'm your host, Dom. With me is Nikki and Cleo.
Hello.
How's it going?
Good.
Aye. What'd you ladies think of this episode? Oh.
The episode was fantastic. The episode was top notch. And then the last minute. Am I allowed to jump to the end?
Yeah.
You could jump wherever you want. I was like, oh, who is she? She's got to be a Martian. She's got to be, or maybe the race that killed the Martians. And then I was like, well, maybe she's a white Martian.
That's the one.
And then I was like, maybe she's a white Martian. And then it's like, she's fucking Magan. She is Ms. Manhunter. Or, is that what they call her? What's her code name?
I'm not sure.
I forget.
You know more about her than I do.
She's, I don't know. I'm pretty sure in the cartoon she was. They called her like his niece, but she wasn't biologically his niece.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
They were just kind of the last two Martians, and he adopted her as a niece or whatever.
Right, Miss Martian.
Yeah, Ms. Martian. There we go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh God, I'm so excited.
Oh, it's fantastic! Such a good way to end the episode.
Mm-hmm.
But the whole thing was really cool with like tying in the aliens and the like alien rights movement and all that.
Mm-hmm.
And then we had that one like rogue alien. Did we get a name from her? Because I went back to try to find it and I still couldn't find it after repeated viewings.
I think. What's the sister's name? I think the sister called her, like, Firestarter or something.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure. But she was
Call
like...
her angry bitch.
Yeah, pretty much. But she was like, this whole amnesty is just another way to announce and tell everybody, like, who the aliens are. Like, this is not, like, a righteous movement to... we're proud to be aliens, and we're, it's not that.
Mm-hmm.
They're saying, or she's saying that it's to categorize the way X-Men did it, right? That's probably the best way, the Mutant Registration Act.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's probably the best thing to compare it to.
Yeah. And I mean, that wasn't voluntary.
No. But they're making this seem like it's voluntary.
And maybe it's not.
And it's a big, good thing. Like, everybody should do it because it's awesome. And
well, we know. Okay, there was a line that the president said that she's like, you thought that was cool. Wait till you see my other jet. And I was like, is she really Wonder Woman? But you see her later, and she's definitely no Wonder Woman.
No. She's secretly some kind of alien.
Mm-hmm.
She might. I mean, all we saw were a flash of eyes, and we can assume
skin.
Her
skin changed too?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was all red and scaly.
It was red and scaly?
Yeah.
Okay, I just saw the eyes. Maybe I wasn't looking close enough.
No, that one line made me really hopeful. But then my hopes, I was just crushed at that point. Yeah. It's like,
Yeah.
Nope.
Mm-mm. Ooh, yeah. So that was the actor who played Wonder Woman, or actress. I don't know the politically correct way, because some of them prefer to just be called actor because it is the plural, or the not plural, but the gender neutral term. But then some people like to be called actress, so I don't know. But
either works.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she's secretly some kind of alien or Cadmist experiment.
Yeah, that's another option.
Yeah.
Because when I thought it was just the eyes, I was like, oh, maybe she's a robot? I don't know.
Yeah.
That's less likely if she's got red, scaly skin.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it could definitely be something with Cadmus, though. We don't know what they're capable of. It was like red, scaly, glowing skin.
Yeah.
You know? And you saw it all, like her entire face, and
it was going down her neck and everything too.
Yeah.
So, yeah. She looks really angry too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But she wasn't the only new female we saw on the show. We got Detective Maggie Sawyer as well. What'd you guys think about her?
I don't know.
Great.
She's really spicy.
She investigates all alien things and everything that goes bump in the night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she kind of gave me the detective from the first season of Angel vibe, where like everyone in the department was like, "Oh, it's weird. Give it to her." She's a weird kid. Give it to her.
Yeah.
It really seems like that. Like if there's something that smells of an alien, they're like, "Oh, she'll take it."
See, for me, she reminded me a lot of the girl from Sleepy Hollow. Because it's like, something weird's going on. Okay, let this weird agency branch handle it. You know, it's like, so, or I guess you could say X-Files too, or something like that. But she was cool. I really hope that this is not the last we've seen of her. She's seen the DEO, so she knows what's going on there. She knows all about what Alex does, and the two of them really kind of made a good team this episode.
I was like, because I can't even think of her name. Kara's sister.
Alex?
Yeah, I just did that.
Alex.
I just did that name too.
It totally went.
Alex.
Yeah.
Alex,
I felt like Alex and Maggie like had more of a connection than they put up front for us. Like I think
I felt that too.
because Alex has had such bad luck in the past with relationships. I think Maggie and her are gonna.
You think there's a new love interest for Alex? That would be cool.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that could possibly also explain why we haven't seen much of her in the relationship department for Alex. She buries herself in her work. It's something like nowadays. I guess it's easier to come out, but still, maybe in her field, it's not.
Yeah, maybe.
So she could be struggling with that kind of stuff too, and this would be a good dynamic to bring that in. Obviously, Kara is going to be very supportive.
Yeah, and it might not be a part of her she realizes.
Yeah, she might not even.
Too.
She might not even know. It happens.
Yeah, because as what's her name was walking away, Alex like gave her a look up and down, and I was like, "That's the look up. Damn, you fine."
Mm-hmm.
Dead ass.
Dead ass.
But it could not mean that.
No, maybe she's just sizing her up.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, my hat doesn't stay. It's too big for me.
But yeah, we also had someone else to drool over, and that would be Mon-El.
Mm-hmm.
He's all right.
He's alright.
He's all right.
No, you're not feeling him yet?
You have to see him in other roles, and then you'll have a greater appreciation for Chris Wood.
Yeah, he'll grow on you.
Yeah.
He will definitely grow on you. But yeah, he comes in with the name Mon-El. He says that's his name, but you didn't find it weird that Kara didn't find him using the name El as like awkward or coincidence or anything? Like there was no wait, are we related kind of thing coming from her?
I don't know.
Maybe that's a common name.
It could
be like Smith or Jones.
Yeah.
Could be.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah. Because he looked at the symbol she had, and she goes, "Oh," or he goes, "Oh, so you're Kryptonian."
Mm-hmm.
So they clearly knew, and in the comic they played it off as he was without his memory. He thought they were siblings, and cousin or something like that. Superman's cousin. And when he finally got his memories back, it was revealed that he was not, and he was from this Daxam place that they were talking about. So it seems like they've skipped all that, and they just went into, here he is. So I think it's because you wouldn't really fool the comic book people at this point, and the people that do the kind of research that they just figured there's no real need for that. We find out that his home was ravaged by solar storms and is a complete wasteland, and he lost his entire family. Everybody's gone. So him and Kara kind of have a lot of the same thing going on. Kara has family. She has Clark. She has Alex, and Mon-El has no one.
Yeah.
But Kara. So I definitely see them kind of buddying up next week. But Kara wasn't too keen on him at first.
No, because she thought he was the... She thought he was the one that trying to assassinate the president.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that may not be racist. It's profiling to a degree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But when only X amount of aliens have, known aliens have this ability, and the only person that that's unaccounted for that can do this just grabbed you by the throat, beat up a bunch of DEO agents, and ran out, it's a fair assumption.
Yep.
So I do not blame her for jumping to conclusions there. But after talking to him, after, capturing him and stuff, he clearly didn't seem hostile,
No.
I still would have kept him under surveillance and everything, but I would have listened to him. And if he's like, what's a president? Okay, maybe he didn't attack the president. Maybe we should be looking for someone, but Kara herself admitted she was kind of blinded to it.
Yeah. Well, he also said, what's a president? Like, really snarky like. So I honestly would have dismissed that as...
I mean, it's obvious that he put it together in his head that president meant somebody of power. So he's just like, whatever. Like, stop it. Just stop. Yeah. I don't care about this shit. Because Kara did go into explanation about how different Daxam was from Krypton. And it was just political views.
Yep. Yeah, but Kara, she's like, the only thing I could say about them is Matex Colorum Daxam. Nothing that I could repeat in English. I was just like, you just teaching us Kryptonian swear words?
Yeah.
That's why I wrote it down, so I knew how to swear in Kryptonian.
That's actually hilarious. I did that with the Lord of the Rings.
Like with Elvish?
No, with Dwarvish. It's something Gimli says in Fellowship of the Ring, and then also something Thorin says in The Hobbit. It's the same phrase, and I was just like, that means something really bad. Let me write that down.
Yeah, but political beliefs aside, they're pretty much the same kind of person. They have the very similar powers, and we're going to see a lot of that coming up. And I think she's going to train him to help.
Yeah.
I hope so.
I mean, who knows if he even liked the monarchy? Plenty of people who live in monarchies don't like that they're king or whatever.
He seems young, like not oblivious to it, but like he was never really involved at all.
Yeah.
And I'm curious how old he is compared to Kara. How long he was in stasis compared to her and all that. But yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of stuff going on with that. I love that. I love the that like alien bar place that we had, the refuge.
That safe haven.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that.
That was really cool. It reminded me of the cantina from Star Wars.
Yeah. That's what I think somebody said when they walked in the room. They're like, "You're watching Star Wars?"
Was that one alien spraying WD-40 into his mouth?
No, it was spray paint. I know because I have that brand of spray paint.
Okay.
He was eating spray paint. Yeah.
Okay. Brings eating
Wow.
paint
I guess
to a whole new level.
Drunk or high, whatever.
Okay.
I was cracking up.
It was great, though. You know, it's kind of a good source for information when you need something. And we kind of saw Maggie use that a lot to... Well, we didn't see Maggie use it, but it was referenced that Maggie used it. And in turn, we got to see Alex actually use the place for information. Mm-hmm. She kind of went a more violent approach, but...
She's the bad cop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Clearly.
She needs to go in with Maggie next time so they could do the bad cop.
I mean, she probably would have went in with Maggie this time, except for the fact that...
Maggie got kidnapped, yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So... But, I don't know, I love that place. I hope we see more of it.
I have a feeling it will be since Miss Martian's into the... She's one of the bartenders, so...
Yeah.
It's obvious that our Mr. Martian's going to be going there to talk to her.
Or Mr. Manhunter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Now, do you think we're going to get some romantic thing going on between the two of them, or?
I see more of like a parent-child thing. Yeah. I don't see a relationship forming there.
Yeah, because...
Well, I know that's like daughter-niece kind of thing in the comics, but that may not be the case. You know, you never know.
And I mean, this is just the human faces they're using, but my guess is she's much younger than him. Because he said he's like 300 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Brian says in chat, I don't know if anyone else felt this way, but the title of this episode made me think of Independence Day. And
forgot it.
Welcome to Earth.
Oh, yeah.
When Will Smith just smashes the alien. Welcome to Earth. Yeah.
I get that reference now.
Yeah.
I love that movie.
It's a classic. Yeah. Don't bother with the second one.
I haven't.
Yeah, don't. But Catco. A lot of commotion going on over there.
Right? My God.
We see James trying to run the thing, but he's not really running it. Snapper is. He's calling all the shots.
Yeah, well, he tried, and he just let Snapper roll right over him.
Mm-hmm.
To be fair, I don't disagree with almost anything that Snapper said.
No.
I think...
It's just how he did it.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. 100%. But everything he did was... It's right. This is the way it should be going. Like, you know, you do this. We need to figure these things out, get these opinions. But that's the way it should be running. James, on the other hand, it's his first day. It's the first big headline day that they have with him in charge. He doesn't really know what he's doing. But now that Snapper's done that, he kind of has an idea of what is going to make it. Like, he's seen Cat do it, and that works for Cat. He's seen what Snapper does and what works for him. So now James is going to be able to take a little from both and then add his own flair to it. Which is kind of the lesson that Kara taught him. And then we watched him execute. And he basically was like, well, how can I get back at Snapper? Okay, well, this is his thing, so let me just stomp all over that. Rewrote his whole article. Right? Fantastic. Snapper's just like, look, I'm going to walk if you do this again.
Bluff.
And James is just like, go, do it. See ya.
Later, Gator.
Yeah. So,
I mean, Snapper's a great reporter and like editor and all that jazz. It's just he's too much of a prick.
Yeah.
Like, and what he did to Kara's article. I agree, though. She was completely biased, And as a journalist, you can't really be unless like that's your niche and that's where you're actually placed is to be on that bias side. But she's not. She's supposed to be just covering the story.
Yeah, and especially for like a paper or a magazine too, it's a
Mm-hmm.
little different. Where a lot of times now on the internet you'll see even news kind of things on the internet. It more of like their blog format, and it's kind of like the person puts their own spin, their own opinion into the article. But for like a newspaper or a magazine like that, you're trying to stay neutral or aligned with the magazine's opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you have a magazine or a newspaper or even a network, that is very Republican, and then you have other ones that are very Democrat, and then you have other ones that try to actually report neutral news,
which is getting fewer and fewer by the day.
Yes, extremely. You kind of have to work the way those do. Catco seems very neutral,
Mm-hmm.
right? And that's the way she's got to write it.
Mm-hmm.
And that was fantastic because I love that whole piece with Lena, with the alien detection device that she's creating. And Kara's opinion has changed on that. Her stance on it changed, from when she went there. She realized, okay, maybe this isn't exactly a bad thing. Yes, I understand why people want to not be out in the open, but I can understand why some people feel like it needs to. That doesn't mean she's pro or con it. She just understands both sides now.
Well, I think she's still against it. She doesn't want... She is in hiding, basically.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't want to have to... And I can see how these will be used. These will be used at, like, checkpoints, like with metal detectors and stuff like that.
Well, that's why she sabotaged it before she got to be tested, because she didn't want Lena to know at all. Like, no, she doesn't want anybody to know.
Oh, you're good. See? It works perfectly. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I was expecting it not to turn on at all. But,
I thought it would just, like, fizzled, like, oh, shit, it broke.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
That's why it's a prototype.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. But, I don't know. And then, just everything. I really like the direction that Catco's going to go with James. I feel like it's a much better place with that. I love Cat. Don't get me wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Love Cat. But seeing James in that role, I think he's more suited for it than what he was doing previously. Just like Wynn is more suited in the role he's doing now. I definitely miss Grant. Definitely miss her.
The first episode I watched because I didn't watch all of last season.
Mm-hmm.
I think I missed the first 6 episodes. So the first episode I got with Kat in it, I fell in love with her. And it's not often that I fall in love with a character the first time I get to see them. But
yeah.
What I miss is Wynn and Jimmy's relationship.
Yeah.
Like, because sometimes they were just very funny together.
Oh, they were great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that I'm kind of like, oh.
Wynn's just kind of missing somebody to latch onto his humor where he is. His humor is out there. It's out there and it's just open, and there's nobody to really feed into it.
He's like, goes on, and he's like, oh, you've walked away. You're gone. Okay.
Maybe him and Mon-El will become roommates.
Well,
yeah,
roommates, because Mon-El has to learn what's going on Earth. I mean, he has to kind of adapt, and he has to learn the ways. Wynn's probably not the best person, but I think it'd be the most hilarious one to be paired up with.
Just knowing the kind of humor, and I understand it's a character, but knowing the kind of humor that Chris Wood has, him and Chris Wood as the actor would get along very, very well with Wynn the character. If that makes any sense. So I don't know exactly the kind of humor they're going to portray with Mon-El, but I mean,
he's very dry so far from what we've seen, but he was very defensive at the same time because Kara was trying to say, you are a bad guy.
He's reminding me a lot of the dry kind of humor that he had on the Vampire Diaries when he played Kai. So I'm really loving that because and then he's got the superhuman strength and all that. It started reminding me a lot of that character.
Yeah.
And that's the character that I fell in love with Chris Wood as an actor, was because of that character. So I'm just really excited for more of it because he's kind of in the middle of, like, we saw him on Vampire Diaries play a villain. We saw him on Containment playing a hero. And it seems like right now he's playing like a neutral character. And I absolutely love it.
We don't know yet character.
Yeah. Absolutely love it. Cannot wait. Mm-hmm. But I'm more excited to see what's going on with the president. I want to know what's going on with her. And definitely Megan Morris.
Yeah. There's a lot of new aliens or experiments going on right now. And
and there's really no mention of Cadmus this episode.
No.
So that's more making me think that the president has something to do with it. Simply because there was no mention, and they tend to do that when somebody's involved that you're not quite sure something's up with them. They tend to wipe all information about it and make it seem like it's not related at all because it wasn't in the same episode, and then we find out later. That's just a pattern I've noticed with TV shows that they do a lot when they're trying to hide something like that.
Yep.
But yeah. I don't know, you guys have anything else for this episode?
No, I think that pretty much covered everything.
Yeah.
I love the new characters you got.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Oh, yes! Wait! Supergirl, when she was on fire, she did the Wonder Woman twirl. And I lost my mind. It was so fun.
That's awesome.
It was,
Wait.
When she would change costumes in the old Wonder Woman show, she'd spin around in a circle in place. Kara did that when she was on fire, and I started laughing. It was great.
I remember the scene when the alien was on fire and Kara ran around her to put her out.
No, it was when they were in the square, when she was signing.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Kara got set on fire. She did the twirl.
Yep.
So next week, Hank and Megan get to know each other. An alien fight club run by Roulette grabs Supergirl's attention. When Kara and Alex investigate the murder of an unregistered alien, the trail leads to an alien fight club run by Roulette, the ringmaster who commands aliens to fight in mortal combat for the entertainment of rich humans. While trying to stop the fighting, Supergirl and Martian Manhunter find themselves up against a surprising opponent. Meanwhile, Hank is thrilled to have found another Martian and tries to get to know Megan better. Supergirl takes Mon-El under her wing and begins to train him.
There we go.
And I love that the actress who's playing Roulette is the actress who played Sky's mom in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. And I love that actress. She's great.
I was hoping it was going to be the because I didn't see the preview. I was hoping it was going to be the girl from Fight Club.
No, that would have been hilarious, but no.
Yeah, see, I don't know the actress. I never watched S.H.I.E.L.D., so I don't...
She was in Dollhouse, too, way back when.
Okay. I watched Dollhouse. I still, once I see her, I'll know.
Yeah.
All right, so I think that about does it. Nikki, where can people find you?
They can find me on Twitter at LadyVenom24, LadyVenom24.
Cleo, where can the people find you?
They can find me at Cleomoto on Twitter, Twitch, and Pinterest.
You can find me down below at do.
Phenomenon.
Screw things up.
Yeah, I did.
The flow is so different.
I rolled with it.
Yeah,
okay, yeah.
You got it done.
You can find us all and more on Facebook, Gmail, G+, Twitter. I was waiting for Cleo to actually interrupt me and cough there.
Oh.
And right here on YouTube at /ASO TV Podcast for some more podcasts for some of your favorite TV shows, games, and movies. Until next time, see you guys later.
Bye.
That was a very delayed bye.
I know, sorry. I was reading something.
Bye.
Later, Gators.
Bye.
Bye.
I was waiting for it.